We got to talk about this academic situation. LeBron James, and this situation with Drizzy Drake, Six God, the boy. Um, First of all, if y'all heard anything, put in the chat, man. What y'all doing? What have y'all heard, by the way? And yeah, we got to get that Redman interview. Um, yeah, Scott's been nice, man. Yeah, man, shit, he's super nice. Um, Red Room said Drake is innocent. Um, what is the thing? We want Drake to get either in the booth, drop some music, or basically just fall back a little bit, man. Go to your restaurant. He got a restaurant in Toronto. Go on tour again. Go take a vacation. And again, I get it, man. Like, you got washed last year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta get out the paint, cuz.
Been time for that.
This thing, you can get mad at a whole bunch of situations, but at the end of the day, man, if you're in the position Drake is in, what's the deal? You know what I'm saying? What's the dealio, man? At the end of the day, man, like, Drake's done some cool stuff for people, man. Like, you got LeBron tatted on your arm, but at the end of the day, like, if LeBron goes to a Kendrick concert, it is what it is, man. But hold up, Matt saying Drake bringing down everything that got dirt on him, like him. So
He's trying.
yeah, what this thing? Academics crashed out this weekend, man, talking about LeBron James, basically stating. Let me play it real quick. Fair use, man. If we gotta get muted, we gonna mute it.
He's maybe fans. Like, is he spitting? Yes. Is this at LeBron? Yes. Right? Which, by the way, I completely get that angle, too. News flash for LeBron. Yo, LeBron, I talked to enough whores in Canada. I've talked to enough people. Maybe Drake will keep teasing it. Let me just tell you what I've heard. Yo, LeBron, you and Drake used to go on two-mans. Okay? You've been cheating on your goddamn wife. Drake used to facilitate the host. And basically, essentially, you can't dance to a song about him being a pedophile. He used to supply you with the bitches. I'm sorry, my nigga. Yes, if I'm Drake, I snitch on you too. Sorry, buddy. You can't do that. No. You've been living a lie, and everybody been thinking you're this perfect guy. But when you come to Canada, I know some of the whores.
Oh my God. Double Barrel said this has no space in hip hop. Again, we're not used to athletes getting into the mix, bruh, into hip hop beefs. This is a beef between Kendrick and Drizzy. They both said crazy stuff on records, right, Bebo?
Yes.
It wasn't just like Kendrick said something foul. Drake was just throwing little soft little darts at him. He was going hard in the paint on his wife too. So fair is foul, whatever. So, but what's your thoughts on Akademiks taking it to a whole nother level and trying to break up somebody's crib? Bebo P, what's your thoughts on what Akademiks said on the live stream, and what do you think that LeBron's gonna do, man? He gotta go home.
I think LeBron's, if I were to be a betting man, then I think LeBron is just gonna kind of stay kind of quiet about this and let this whole situation kind of, fizzle out. That'd be my guess. But this stuff is way past Dirty Mac, and I mean way past.
Yeah, this is Dirty
Mac,
Mac, in fact, yeah.
Definitely, man. We cannot co-sign any of this mess, man. DJ Akademiks, he's always been messy with his content creation and, quite frankly, in his life. But him yelling about LeBron James allegedly having something called a two-man or whatever alongside Drake that's pushing things way too far, man. I mean, unless there's actual evidence that's verifiable, then how can you really say that LeBron did that? Even just as much so, if not more, whether or not something like that is or is not true, announcing another person's personal business that could affect, in LeBron's case, his endorsements, home life, and whatever else, that's way off base, man. That's way off code. There's just certain things that you just do not do in public or in life. And this is definitely one of them, man. This is not it, man. And like somebody had just stated a couple minutes ago in the chat, there's no space in hip hop for this whatsoever.
Yeah, Double Barrel going hard in the paint, man. And I agree, man. There's no space
Double Barrel.
in
Yeah, he was the one.
dirty
Yep.
macking, man, in hip hop, man. Like we don't do it. You don't bring the females and the kids into it. You know what I'm saying?
You don't.
Which obviously Drake already did. You know what I'm saying? Talking about wifey and X, Y, and Z.
He
and
did.
His best friend was messing with his wife and all this other. Even if it's true. I mean, again, we used to have codes, man. Like, again, I'm a Goodfellas cat. You see the Goodfellas right over my shoulder, man. You see Belly over my shoulder. Over
Yeah.
there somewhere.
Even the Scarface.
Back
remember
then,
that
man,
scene
you
where
had,
no
you
women, no
had
kids.
codes. Yeah, you have codes, man. So at the end of the day, it's one of those things where, you want to go low, you go low. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the bars, but we don't take it, past that. But again, when it was Nas and Jay-Z, I mean, you had Wendy Williams and those kind of people, but we didn't take it that far, man. We didn't go to this level of getting you basically kicked out the house.
Right.
Because LeBron he might not be in Brentwood. And salute to everybody and with the LA fires, man, and everybody losing their homes.
Right.
Hopefully you got to get some heirlooms out of there, some family trinkets, man. But again, it's
That's
headed
safe
to
as
Brentwood, where LeBron James lives at with his family and his wife. So again, this allegations is out of bounds, and we haven't seen this. Again, when Jay-Z said, "Hey man, I put the condom on the baby seat," he had to go back and apologize.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He
And
did.
like Nibs is saying, it's a guy code. We don't do this.
You don't. Whatsoever.
Silverthorne saying Savannah's inbox about to be jumping.
Man.
But this is the thing. If you Drake, I mean, do you basically denounce what he said? Do you say, hey man, this, Akademiks jumped out the window, this ain't me. I apologize to LeBron and his wife. Because again, man, the thing you don't want to do when you get to the level that, LeBron and, Drake are at, you don't burn bridges. You try not to burn bridges. You may not rock with somebody on some business, but you don't basically, you don't burn a bridge, man, especially with LeBron that has his hands paused on a lot of situations. Yeah, you Drake, but you don't want to isolate yourself over basically LeBron basically going to a Kendrick concert, man. I don't care, man. Hey, man, rock out to do. You in LA, you gotta support the community. You can't say, hey, man, I'm a Drake fan in LA. You gonna lose a lot of swag out there.
Yes, you are.
So
You will be excommunicado just like that.
And like I said, you was just out of LA, so you know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
already. Ain't no
what's
Drake
the-
playing
what's-
out there. Huh?
What's the next move in your opinion, man? If you was basically in the room with Drake, pause. What would you say to the dude after this situation? How would you PR this situation, man, to get right?
If I were to be in Drake's ear as
Yeah.
a trusted source of counsel,
Yes.
I would tell him that he needs to fall all the way back. He just needs to fall all the way back, renounce, take off the UMG lawsuit that he's trying to, go against them on. He needs to basically denounce this whole ordeal with DJ Akademiks, even though it's alleged that Drake was the one that lied to Ak about this whole situation behind the scenes, but who knows? This is really just messy. It's bad enough that his back is against the wall, meaning Aubrey's, but he's just pouring more gas and more fuel on the fire in his own life. So it's just a bad situation. Every move that Drake has been making has been negative for him, and he just really just needs to get outside of himself, remove all ego, because that's everything that Drake has been on has just been ego and emotionalism, and just really find himself, man. Just get to some solid grounding within himself. Even if he has to take off a year, a couple years, or whatever, it's better than what he's doing right now, because he's biting every hand that has not only fed him, well, dang near every hand, but he's also just continuing to cause a loss of individuals in his personal and professional network to fall off. Nobody wants to hang with him doing all this, because at some point, whether it's from a genuine space or not, people don't like hanging with losers. And that's how Aubrey's coming off right now.
Well, and this is the thing. I get it, man. When LeBron's son had his heart situation, man, he brought him out, man, and they walked out on his tour with him. LeBron's tatted on him.
Yeah.
They've been through a lot of situations, pause, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But as, again, like Nibs is saying, man, it's Geico. We don't talk about this stuff, man. Even if you're doing something bad, which hopefully you're not, but you shouldn't be talking about this. And then Akademiks is out of pocket for, even if he knows it's true and he's talked to the thoughts, you know what I'm saying, out there in Toronto. Man, this is the thing. This is behind closed doors. Because again, LeBron is known as the clean cut guy.
He is.
He's known as the family man.
Right.
He's known as the dude, the only clean cut dude in the NBA. Winkety wink.
Stop the cap.
So at the end of the day, does this hurt his brand? And also, like Mill Bigsby said, should he sue the cat? Should he sue Akademiks?
I think it's a matter of seeing how far this accusation is going to spread. I think if it spreads any further, then yes, I think that if I'm LeBron, I would sue. But in this case, I don't know that it's really out there to the point where it's going to ruin his, LeBron's sponsorships and business opportunities. Because LeBron was accused when he was with the Heat on messing with somebody, and that too was unsubstantiated. So
I guess Jess.
Yes, Jess. Yes. Yep.
Oh, she's ready to tell too.
Well, I mean, I guess for the time being, given the circumstance and the topic that we're discussing, I think I will just kind of see how the cards fall or continue to, be placed on the table if I'm LeBron before making any action. Because again, it hasn't really hit mainstream media. It may have hit, certain sectors of social media, but I don't think it's gained the wildfire that is going to cause business partnerships and companies to rethink their affiliation with LeBron.